Here's it.
Since I allowed David Cobb to come up here and talk about the Green Party, I don't know if he's still here. I'm going to get my own organizational plug. We launched the Progressive Independent Party in March, and we are the movement to build a coalition-based third party to bring the essays and the Greens and the Bernie Crafts under one umbrella and take this country back. So please check out pipunite.org. Go to our website, go to our Facebook page, join our movement to bring a coalition, put our pride aside, and get our country back for the 99%. So please do that. And without further ado, I'm going to announce another up-and-coming progressive, and this is Steve Grumbine, the founder of Real Progressives.
Woo!
Let me help you.
Hello, everybody. So I'm Steve with Real Progressives, and thank y'all. It's kind of funny that we talk about Donald Trump like he's the devil, when we have the devil running against him and Hillary Rodham Clinton as well. They were both devils. There was no good there whatsoever. And by elevating either one of them, we fool ourselves, because we have been watching income inequality for the last 30 years under Democratic rule and under Republican rule, and it's gone exponentially, and people are suffering today. Today. So as we're sitting here watching Donald Trump getting ready to take office, we can take heart to know that they're all evil. There is no good in either one of them. So it's up to us to look into ourselves and figure out what exactly it is we are for, not just what we are against. It is important to provide an alternative to the people so that they understand that there's a reason for hope, not just hate. As we proceed forward, it's important to understand that our government can afford to pay for every single one of Jill Stein's plans. It can afford to pay for every single one of Bernie Sanders' plans. We are monetarily sovereign. We are not broke. The lies they tell us to keep us down, to keep us fighting over table scraps amongst each other, is unconscionable. Paul Krugman is a lying sack of neoliberal shit. Paul Krugman tells you that deficits are bad now all of a sudden that a Republican's in office. But 15 minutes ago, Paul Krugman was telling you deficits were good. So remember this, as you sit there and worry about debt and deficits, our nation cannot go broke. Social Security is not broke. It is fully funded, and it can be funded for eternity because we print the frickin' money. So any lie these sons of bitches tell you, any little myths and legends they tell you, any bullshit rabbit trails they tell you, remember this, they're fucking lying to you. They are lying to you, and do not let them off the hook. Do not let them off the hook. Demand single payer now. Demand free college now. Not after they've done away with the Fed, not after they've done some other silly little rabbit hole. Now. Now. Right now. People are suffering. And I'm tired of watching people scowl down their nose at the poor, who can't afford food, who can't afford heat, who can't afford clean water. Because we have allowed ourselves to believe a fucking lie that we're broke. We are not broke. The federal government is not broke. It's not. Thank you. Folks, this lie has kept us all down. Full disclosure, I used to be a Republican. The sun always shined on me. I have 2 master's degrees. I thought life couldn't ever go wrong. I got laid off. 17 years at Verizon. Many of you all felt the pinch of that as well. And just like most Republicans, it takes a disaster to wake up. Well, I woke up. And when I learned about modern monetary theory through Stephanie Kelton and Bernie Sanders' plan for $33 trillion in new spending over 10 years, it made me realize it was time to wake America up to economic justice. Folks, the system is rigged, but it's more important to know how it's rigged. Not just be angry, be smart. And that's what Real Progressives does. We don't play games, we don't tell myths, we speak truth to power. Stephanie Kelton was Bernie Sanders' chief economic advisor. Look her up, please. Stephanie Kelton was also the Democratic Senate's Budget Committee chief economist. Stephanie Kelton will tell you flat out my tagline that I say over and over again. Federal taxes do not fund spending.
That's right.
Every single bill is written by Congress. The money is spent into existence. They lie to you. They keep you thinking that you have to be broke, and you're not. We don't. We can have a federal job guarantee today. We could have a basic income today. And they keep lying, and they keep keeping us down. And we fight amongst each other about jacking taxes up, when guess what? Those Republicans over there that are marginal, that would have been progressives were it not for Hillary, they would be on our side today fighting for single payer. Folks, do not shoot your potential enemies or your potential friends. Make sure you build alliances so we can take this world over. Take it over. End war. End a dependence on fossil fuels today. Green energy today. Not in 30 years. Today. Today. So with that, folks, thank you all for coming out here supporting us. Fight the good fight. And remember, stop accepting crumbs. We deserve better. We demand better. And it's time to take action now. Thank you all very much.
Thank you.